Got to grab your coat a little bit later because a winter storm warning in effect.
Yeah, winter storm warning is in effect, Frank, until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. 6 to 8 inches of snow expected. But remember, here in New Hampshire, communities under 100 can start voting as early as midnight. Dixville Notch up on the Canadian border, one of the most famous ones here. All this snow, though, did not keep Governor Kasich away from campaigning one last time across the state. On the shoulders of New Hampshire voters, Governor John Kasich today put the future of the presidential message he's been pushing here.
I want to take this to the whole country, so if I don't get to do it, it's your fault. So let's just leave it right there.
So in the snow, he went stop to stop, seeking to reach the state's undecided voters. And political veterans say there are a lot of them.
Close to 50% of those who are going to vote on Tuesday are currently trying to make up their minds.
Going out in the snow is not something the people of New England like doing any more than they do in Northeast Ohio. But if this continues into tomorrow, some believe because of his field organization, this could actually benefit Kasich.
In bad weather, of course, the more active voters are going to be the ones that turn out. What does that do to a candidate that hasn't really done the ground game? I think it's going to be hurtful.
If there were a really big snow, it would make a difference, and certainly it would be to our advantage.
But Kasich supporter, former New Hampshire Senator John Kasich, says snow or no snow, he's expecting a record turnout, which also works for them.
I think a high turnout means you've got a lot of late deciders, people who are tuning in later, and we're going to win those late deciders. They're not going to go for Trump. If you're not for Trump now, you're never going to be for Trump or Jeb Bush or Ted Cruz.
Yeah, they are the competition, but so too is Bernie Sanders. There are 260,000 registered Republicans in this state, but there are 380,000 registered independents. And as Chris Flanagan mentioned, they can vote in either primary, and it seems to be between John Kasich and Bernie Sanders a lot of how they tend to be going. We're here live. Governor Kasich is going to be having one last town hall, his 106th since announcing his race for the White House. That'll be at 6 o'clock tonight. Then we're going to head outside, unfortunately, for an outdoor rally to send off the troops and get them ready to get out the vote in the morning. Reporting live in Manchester, John Kasich, News Channel 5.
John Kasich on the campaign trail. By the way, John is the only local reporter on the ground in New Hampshire, and he'll continue his live coverage leading up to the New Hampshire primary tonight at 6 and 11. He'll also keep us updated on the action all day tomorrow when voters head to the polls for the second contest in this presidential primary season.